Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Luke Cage, issue number 2, which is technically chapter 3 and 4 out of 3 issues total. So this is the second issue out of 3. This is the digital comic book. So yeah, I'm like looking through Comixology, looking for the Danny Rand Iron Fist one, and all of a sudden I see this one next to it, and like I can just imagine the look on my face and like, that's already out? Duh. So, okay, so I'm reading it now, the Luke Cage one. Oh, my bad. My bad, a little late. Sorry, guys. Anyhow, totally freaking worth it. Totally worth it to read it late, early, on time, on a bus, on top of a building, falling off the building. It's a great book. This is a really great book. Don't fall off buildings. Anyway, I've got like a Blade Runner theme in my head right now. So let's get into who made this book. Writer, Anthony Del Col. Hope I didn't ruin that name. Artist, I'm definitely going to ruin this one. Jandy Lindsay. Color artist, Ian Herring. Letterer, VC's Clayton Cowles. Cover, Declan Shalvey and Jordan Belair. Belair, not Belair. Graphic, oh my god, I got hiccups, sorry. Graphic designer, Carlos Lau. Anyway, really good book. Dude, this is real talk. This is a really good book. Both of these issues inside of this both these chapters inside this particular issue, this is going to be a double-sized, mind you. Oh my god, this was so good. So we know that Luke Cage is dealing with CTE. Like, this is a big deal. And we see all the times it's affecting him. And man, I'm telling you, Jandy Lindsay on art, look, this is not going to be that riveting art where you're just like, oh, the detail and this, that, and the other thing, it's amazing. No, 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 no. No artist is going to be able to be every single thing that you need. Unless, you know, whatever. Maybe. But here, the artist... Jandy does this amazing job of doing facial expressions. All right, when Luke Cage has the ringing in his ear, where the CTE is really starting to bite, and it's like it paralyzes him, and he's just kind of looking around. He can't hear people talking. He probably can't see that well. He's just got the that brain damage basically. The expressions on his face, the look on his face, that distant look that he does, is captured so well in this. I'm really, really digging it. I was surprised actually to find that both of these guys are Canadians. The writer, Anthony and Jandy, are both Canadians. That's actually kind of cool. I read the back of the book, and it's like, oh, cool. I'm in Canada. Can I talk to you guys? Because like this is actually really good. When the final issue comes out, I think I will actually have to try and talk to these guys and see if I can get a quick little conversation, because holy crap, this is really good. Arcade, Omega Red. He's not written as well as I would really like him to be written. That's okay. That's okay, dude. We can make little passes here and there. He is working directly for the Everyman, so to speak, and he is terrified of the Everyman. He is extremely weak right now. He needs some carbonadium. It's interesting how grant money from Rand Inc. has actually caused the accidental creation of carbonadium. That was interesting because that opens up a potential new market. And the conversation that was there was pretty interesting. I really liked the representative and Danny Rand with Iron Fist sitting right there talking. I loved that conversation. That was really good. Amidst protests too. I think it was Columbia University, Columbia Law, whatever. That was actually really cool. I dug that. Everything that happened in there was just, I sat there, like if I had the physical copies, I'd probably be like, ooh, I'd definitely make a mark. I would definitely make a crease, because I was seriously into that conversation. Later on, we come to find out that Danny Rand, you had to figure it was going to happen. You had to figure it was going to happen because he's very rich, right? He's a billionaire. He gets affected with this disease. Now, I thought it was obvious from a point in this issue where this one particular character was definitely going to be the Everyman, and later on, what's his name? Luke Cage does realize, oh, this is definitely the guy. I'm like, all right, well, you know, I picked up on that. I felt pretty smart. And then later on, there's a little bit of a shift. Yeah, there was kind of like a give and take, and that didn't quite see. It wasn't like, you know, oh man, I feel so stupid now. No, absolutely not. But it was one of those things where it's like, good. I'm actually glad that this happened. It is different. And that was cool. That was cool. That's necessary for the story progression. And all of this, for the most part, is story progression. So at the end of this, Danny Rand, Danny Rand and Danny Cage are both like their lives are pretty much in the balance right now. Luke has a choice to save one or the other. And it seems like he's going to try and save his daughter because she seems to be in the greater danger, which is interesting. This is a good comic book, guys. I know it's digital. I know a lot of people aren't huge fans of digital. Sorry. Let's see if I can do a French one. Sorry. Nah, I'm just going to leave that. Anyway, no, this was a good comic book, all right? Digital or otherwise. This was a really solid issue. Read this comic book. Check out this really good story. Make sure you check out the previous issue, and I'm waiting on the edge for the next issue because I got to know what's going to happen with this CTE. That's a big deal, you know? We're going to find out there's a Marvel Elseworlds kind of comic book. This is wild. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens next. Anyway, that's going to be it for me, guys. Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.